had to climb into a car here on the Normandy cliffs of Cap Blanc-Nez and drive all day down to the south of France, stopping only for petrol and snacks, and expect to get out of the car feeling as fresh and alert as when you'd started, you would have had to have chosen a pretty special set of wheels for the trip. Well, having done just such a trip a few weeks ago from Frankfurt down to Turin for our show report, I think you'd be pushed to find a better car than the one I used, the Mercedes Benz 280 SL. However, this particular car, the SL body fitted with the well-proven six-cylinder engine of the 280 range, is new to Britain. And perhaps it's an indication of the way buying habits are going, even up in the rarefied heights of cars costing over £16,000, that economy is becoming such a potent watchword. Not that the 280 SL is a slow economy version of a fast car. Mercedes have always been past masters at extracting a lot of horsepower from every cubic inch of their engines. The 280 SL with fuel injection and twin overhead camshafts produces 185 brake horsepower at 5,800 RPM, and that's enough to speed the car along the autobahns at nearly 125 miles an hour and to accelerate from 0 to 60 in only 10 seconds. As an indication of how effective this combination is in performance terms, the car's big brother, the 380 SL, with a 4-litre V8 engine, is only 1 second quicker to 60 miles an hour, and its maximum speed is only 9 miles an hour greater than this car's. Mercedes drivers always pick up the impression of security and safety from their cars. No one, of course, wants to have an accident, but in a Mercedes saloon, you're in just about the best protected position you could be. And the convertible goes as far towards that ideal as it can. In the first place, the sheer weight of the car, around 1.5 tons, is an indication of the built-in strength of the massive body shell. With crumple zones, front and rear, centrally mounted petrol tank, huge side members, and rollover protection in the screen pillars, all you need to do is strap yourself in. And don't let anyone kid you, you shouldn't use safety belts in an open car. Brakes are massive and they're fade-free. They took a fair old hammering on the Alpine passes and they never complained. But the impressive thing about these cars is the ease with which they take their corners. No stress, no drama. Inside, the Mercedes is comfortable, but it's without being sumptuous. At first, the seats feel too hard. You need to sit in them, I think, for a long period to appreciate their design. And there's plenty of room for two, for stowage, although I wouldn't describe the boot as over-generous. Instruments and controls, well, they're well designed, they're simple, they're well engineered. The seating position of the pedals, just right for me. And the power steering isn't too light, and it allows the driver to really feel the road. Heating and ventilation, well, they're both tremendous. Putting the roof up's a pretty complicated performance, but once it's up, it's taut and it doesn't flap and drum at speed. Now, there can't be too many people around who want to spend all this money on a two-seater coupe, but those who do have a pretty limited choice. BMW don't have a two-seater in this price range, and the sort of driver who'd go for the Mercedes is unlikely to look at the Ferrari, Maserati, Di Tommaso class of Exotica. Jaguar's XJS is the obvious competitor, although of course you can't take the roof off a Jaguar. Of course, no car is perfect, and the Mercedes is no exception. There's rather too many shakes and rattles around the hood area for a car costing such a lot of money, and I think the engine's a bit noisy and fussy at low speed. And can any car that's only got 2 seats be quite so big and heavy? But if I was in the position of making such a choice, I must confess I'd be really torn between this and one of my other all-time favourites, the Porsche Targa.